Since this is the first day, I thought it'd be fitting to give you a garage tour. It is pretty simple. Not a lot of stuff, unfortunately. Not because I want to have this little amount of stuff, but just because I can't afford anything else. But honestly, I can train everything I want. I can do exercises with the appropriate weight. Sure, I cannot put more than 80 kilograms. 80 kilograms, I believe, is 175 pounds in the bar, but honestly, I don't need more than that. I'm not that strong yet, but one day. So yeah, it's pretty simple. I have a nice bench. I have a rack, Olympic bar, two 20-kilo plates / 45 pounds, two 10-kilo / 25-pound plates. I have a mirror. I have these dumbbells. Each of them I can put on this dumbbell 18 kilos and on this dumbbell 18 kilos, that's like what, 42 pounds maybe? 40 pounds? And yeah, they can handle more weight. For example, I think I can put up to 22 kilos, but I couldn't put 22 kilos in both because I don't have enough plates. But yeah, this is more than enough. And yeah, I guess this is day one. I'm sorry for my poor camera skills, but I promise they will also improve with time. So, starting with the voiceover side of things, this will be the usual format. So the format you just witnessed of me recording and speaking at the same time won't be the most common one, because when I'm in the gym, I just want to be in peace with my headphones, listening to music, a podcast, and enjoying the session. I don't want to be worried about saying this, saying that, being entertaining, thoughtful, what topic I'm speaking. I just want to be left in peace. Now, what can you expect out of this series, let's say? Even though I will be training on literally all of the clips, it won't be the majority of the talk about fitness, but it'll be about entrepreneurship. Sure, I'll speak a bit about fitness and my progression, but it won't be the main focus. So moving on to the main focus of this series, today's topic will be for entrepreneurs who are stuck in a rut. They've been in entrepreneurship for years, but unfortunately have failed. And I'm not talking to those of you who've been trying, I'm talking to those of you who've been actually trying. A lot of you are convinced that you've been trying hard and working hard, but you haven't. I've legit been 3 years, not a single day under 12 hours a day, working. Various days, I did not leave my computer screen for 18 to 24 hours. I didn't sleep. I was in the PC for 18 to 24 hours, then I went training, came back to sleep. That was my life for a lot of days. So I haven't been trying, I've been actually trying. I said I failed, even though that's not very accurate. Have I achieved any level of success? No. I mean, kind of. It's hard to determine because I didn't completely fail. I did a lot of good things. A lot of the projects I embarked on worked wonders. They were a complete success. Unfortunately, I've grown to know something about myself that I was not pleased to know. and that is that I am a poor judge of character. In those projects that I embarked on, I had a partner, always, different people. And in every single one of those projects that I embarked on, that I did reach success, which were more than 3 that I can think off the top of my head, there were 4, I got double-crossed by those partners. The last double-crossing happened at the end of January this year, beginning of February. And you know what? I got double-crossed and I went straight back to what I was doing. I kept going, but recently I have thought to myself that what I was doing, I was not progressing. So I've took the time, I zoomed out, and I tried to reflect on what it is that I am doing and what it is that I want to do next. Now, it's a very sad conclusion that I've reached so far. What do I plan to do next? I don't have a clue, and that is scary. This is this is certainly the lowest of the lows that I've had in my life so far. I have no clue what I'm doing. I have no clue what's next. And I know a lot of you maybe clicked on this video hoping for answers. Truth is, I am not God. I don't have the answers. I can figure them out with time, but I cannot come here and give you guys advice like many other people do, thinking that they're God and they have it all figured out. I really don't. I'm hoping that me and you can reach some of those answers together. I'll be completely honest with you. I did not start this channel to inspire you guys so that I'm so cool, look at me giving back to you guys. No, I 100% started this channel for my own. I am using this as a platform to, 1, connect with other people, and 2, use it as a journal, so to say, where I put my thoughts out to the world, I reflect upon them, and I actually voice my problems, because a lot of problems in life, they don't actually become problems until you voice them. How many times have you thought about something that was a problem, and you thought about it and you forgot, you just shrugged it off? But when you get to speaking, you start speaking, you start thinking about the problem, what you can do to fix it, you start reflecting upon it, and you reach some answers, and guess what? You say, you know what, I have to apply this. So voicing problems is a big step into making them real, and also making the solutions real. Another point I wanted to touch on in this series, obviously my English is not perfect. Unfortunately, it is not my main language, so I am trying my best. I do hope that my message gets across to you guys and is conveyed at least in a manner that is sufficient enough for you to understand. So yeah, putting my language barriers aside, now what's next for my life is to figure out what I want to do next. And honestly, starting this little channel was the only thing that I could think of that would make sense, because 1, I do not have to rely on anyone but myself to post these videos. And if they don't work, it's because long term, they won't be good enough. Obviously, the videos are far from perfect. I expect to, build upon the quality and increase their quality over time. I do not expect them to be perfect right away. And you know what? I don't have to depend on anyone. And I think that's the biggest problem. I feel like it hurts knowing that you did everything right, but still you did not achieve success. That taught me an hard lesson. Sometimes you can do everything right in life and still fail. Sure, is it the fact that I got betrayed by other people my fault? It is absolutely also my fault. Because as I said, I'm a poor judge of character amongst other things. Maybe I became too dependent on them, or expected them to have a level of honesty that they just didn't possess. So yeah, that's the biggest part about starting this channel. Not having to depend on anyone, and making sure that everything that happens here is absolutely and utterly my responsibility. If I'm successful, not successful, whatever the heck it is. And now I'm going to speak a little bit about my fitness journey. In this specific video that I am doing the voiceover, I had not failed a single gym session in, let me double check, in 58 days. So for 58 days, I showed up to the gym. No rest days, no anything. And obviously that didn't happen before. I trained maybe 2 to 6 times a week, depending on work, because obviously fitness wasn't my priority. My life was about getting money and getting financial success. So sometimes, in certain days, I'd have to put fitness aside to make sure that the task list was completed. Obviously, ever since I got the last betrayal and I figured that what I was doing at the time wasn't going to get me to the place that I want to get, I've had a little bit more time to think, and I've had just in general more free time in my day, and I've filled that free time in my day with the gym. It's honestly the only place I felt good so far, because it's the only place I know what I'm doing. When I get back to my workstation, I'm just wondering, what's next, what do I do? And I just feel like a lost puppy wandering around trying to figure out my next step. I have tried to, search on Reddit forums, people with similar stories to mine, but I just could not resonate with anyone. And that was hard, because it made me realize that I'm out here alone, and absolutely alone. I tried to search, some of my problems. Entrepreneur for a few years, gave absolutely everything to this, and I've reached no success. And I just couldn't find anyone. They said that they were trying, but I could read in between the lines that, they weren't actually devoting their lives to this. They were just, trying to convince themselves that they were. And I don't want to connect with those people. My goal with this series is to post every day. Honestly, it may come a time where I'm doing these voiceovers and honestly I have nothing to speak. And the last thing that I want to do is come on here and start speaking and speak and speak and speak and say absolutely nothing. And that is something that I would also like you guys to comment on the videos about. If I am making sure that my points are portrayed correctly, or if I'm just yapping and actually adding nothing of value to the conversation. Because as I said, that is the last thing I want, to speak and say nothing. Like many people on YouTube and social media in general, they speak, but either they say absolutely nothing when they're speaking, or they say something that didn't even come from their brains. They're just regurgitating what other people have said in order to try to make themselves sound smarter. I guess they can fool the more naive, but not me. But yes, for all of you out there who are entrepreneurs, who are focused on fitness and leveling up your lives, and you are actually trying. I don't want to speak to people who are convincing themselves they're actually trying. I want to speak with people who are actually giving their blood, sweat, and tears to this and have absolutely no, it doesn't come across their minds to ever give up. It's die trying or achieve success. Those are the only two options. You know, if any of the things I've said so far resonate with you, please, man, comment down below. Let's connect. I am no better than you. I'm just a dude posting videos. I mean, nowadays anyone can do that. So please do not be afraid to reach out. That is precisely why I have created this channel, to connect with other individuals who are like-minded and to hopefully build great things together. Getting back to fitness, I'm sure that a lot of you are also here because of the fitness portion, and you guys are wondering, man, if you train every day, what is your split like? And truth is, I have no definite split. Let's put it this way. I try to train every muscle group once to twice a week, but obviously on some weeks, why did I say once to twice a week? Because let's suppose biceps. There are certain times where I train biceps and my biceps are absolutely destroyed for days. Same thing with my chest. In those weeks, it wouldn't really make sense to train them twice because the muscle is still severely damaged from the last session. So let it fully heal up before training it again. So honestly, when I get to the gym, I obviously keep a log. You guys will see this log at the end of the video where I put the day of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and I put right in front of that day what I trained that week. So I see what I've trained this week, I see what I haven't trained, and I just think to myself, biceps and triceps, you know what, I would train arms, but the thing is that my triceps still sore from the other day. But you know what, I haven't trained back, and my back isn't sore from the last back day, so let's train back. There is no definite split, which, you know what, maybe it's something that I should do, maybe it's something that I shouldn't do. I don't know. I don't have the answers. I'm not a fitness expert. I just, get to the gym and I see what muscles are sore, what muscles aren't sore, what have I not trained yet, and I just make a decision based on that. For a long time, I was trying to focus on finding the perfect split. The truth is that the perfect split, maybe it exists, but I'm sure as hell that it differs from person to person. And I am still trying to figure out what is my perfect split. So far, a split that I like a lot is chest and forearms, biceps and triceps, then front delt, rear delt and lateral delt, then quads and hamstrings, then full back, and repeat. That's been one that I've been liking, but sometimes my biceps and my chest gets exceptionally cooked and does not have time to recover. So every once in a while I have to, how do I say this, adjust the split a little bit. The time of the voiceover is coming to an end, so I will not try to find more themes to get on this video, and I'll just see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys something that I started doing about 7 months ago, which is track every single one of my training sessions, especially what I did. I also have another sheet that I'll show you in the future with the sets and reps, but this one is just what I trained. So I have a rough idea of how much I've been training. For example, rear delt. In this entire sheet, I only trained it 2 times. That's very weak. You know, I'm gonna be honest. In this and this one, my training was not the best. As you guys can see, a lot of days I just came in, trained front delt, trained bicep, trained bench. As you guys can see, I wasn't doing much. I was just, you know, showing up. As you can see, out of 78 days, I only trained 38. That's roughly 1 out of every 2 days I train. Now, we see a little bit of an improvement here. Out of 71 days, I trained 39. Everything here, still all good. Now, watch this. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 40 out of 40. So by the end of this sheet, I trained 41 days out of 41 days, which is very good. And now in this new sheet, I have not failed a day yet. As you guys can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Plus this one here, 18. Plus this 40, that's 58. So for 58 days, I haven't missed a single gym session. Now, do I expect you guys to believe this? Of course not. You guys don't fucking know me. This is my first video. It's hard to believe that someone hasn't failed a single gym session in 58 days. So, you know, it's fine if you guys don't believe me. The thing is that this is going to keep happening, and I think you guys are going to gain that belief over time. My goal is to not miss a gym session unless there is a real good excuse to do it. But so far, it has been great. Another little thing, as I was telling you, here my training wasn't very good. I just, trained one muscle a day and I didn't really train all that much. So my training here was average. Here, as you guys can see, was also average. Here it improved slightly, as you guys can see. A lot of just one muscle. Now here you start to see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I started training a lot more. Not only didn't I fail a day, but I took the training way more seriously. The same thing here. So yeah, I'm just, improving on that. As you guys can see also here, I trained a total of 46 different times these muscle groups in 38 sessions. Here I trained 44 times in 39 sessions, but here I trained 80 times in 40 sessions. So I was working out way better and way more. And yeah, if I have any more insights here, maybe I'll go over with you, analyze a bit of the training, but that's for the future. I just wanted to introduce you guys to this.